As I offered my sermon today on the theme of stewardship in the life of the church and how we sow our seeds, we are having our coffee hour today hosted by our stewardship committee in thanks to, as a thanksgiving for all of the stewardship that is offered within our community. And before we collect we pass our trays and take up our collection, and before we make any other announcements or dismiss, we'd like to invite some representatives from the parish to come forward and speak to us about stewardship, the stewardship in our parish, and the role of generosity in the spiritual life of an Orthodox Christian, and how this stewardship grows within the life of St. Athanasius. So to join us today, we have the chair of our stewardship committee, Pete Nassos, our parish council president, Brian McAnally, and our youth director, Voula Ortega.
Good morning. Thank you, Father, for incorporating the stewardship into your sermon this morning. Much appreciated. On behalf of St. Athanasius, I'd like to thank everyone for their generous giving. Your time, talents, and treasures are making a difference from within and from outside of our church community. Please look into your heart and pray when it comes to giving. Your giving is a way of giving thanks to our Lord for what He has bestowed upon us. Thank you for your time, talents, and treasures. This will lead our parish to our overall vision that all shall be saved and come to the knowledge of truth. Lastly, I'd like to thank the Stewardship Committee led by Pete Nassos for all their time and dedication they put into the stewardship campaign. I'd like to now, like Voula, to speak and tell you a little bit more about our new youth stewardship program. Thank you again. God bless.
I'm a little nervous, so just bear with me here. Thank you, Brian and Pete. I'm really excited to tell you all about the Youth Stewardship Program here at St. Athanasius. For those of you that are unaware, there are many parishes in the Chicagoland area, as well as outside of the Chicagoland area, that have a youth stewardship program. And a youth stewardship program is a program in which we involve our youth as full members of the church and of the parish. The way that we plan to do that is by focusing on education, communication, engagement, and recognition within our youth ministries. We have, thank you. We have 4 youth ministries here at St. Athanasios: Sunday School, Joy, which focuses on kindergarten through 5th grade, Junior Goya, which focuses on our middle school students, and then Goya, which focuses on our high school students. That's why I brought you all back here. They're all back there, and they're like, why did she bring me? This is for you. And again, the goal is to make sure that they feel and that we also acknowledge that they are full members of our parish. So we'll do that through education, communication, engagement, and recognition. Within Sunday School, the goal is to integrate several lessons on stewardship within the Sunday School program across all grade levels. These lessons will cover the meaning of stewardship and practical ways in which students can become stewards, and the significance of serving the community with their time and their talents and their treasures. And we'll have specific emphasis placed on treasures, encouraging our students to kind of shift their mindset, and understand that they can and they should be financial stewards of the church. So with Sunday School, it's more about teaching them that aspect. With the rest of the youth ministries, it's more the practicum aspect of it. So with Joy, our goal is to provide students with a deeper understanding of stewardship, building on the foundation that they've gained in Sunday School. We'll offer practical, real-world examples to show them how they can actively participate as stewards. We'll invite guest speakers to collaborate with our Joy members and our advisors in planning stewardship-focused lessons. Again, looking at Joy as an extension of Sunday School. And then implement a specific skill-appropriate stewardship project for our Joy students that they can do throughout the entire year. With Junior Goya, we'll start involving them in stewardship projects that serve the broader community in the area. Our goal as a parish, you might have heard Father talking about it quite often, is that all should be saved and come to the knowledge of truth. And that starts with our youth ministries, but we'll focus on Junior Goya, kind of beginning that. So when we say all, we want them to work with people in the community who deserve to be saved and should be saved, but may not look like us or act like us. So get them involved with community members who may look a little different, may not have the same opportunities with us, and slowly start to instill in them that they are children of God and that they also should be saved. And with Goya, it's to expand on what they've done with Junior Goya and have a steady sort of involvement in those stewardship projects, partnering with organizations like Focus North America, Yes, which is Youth Equipped to Serve, and Radical Love to work on these projects to, again, serve the larger serve the larger community and give them opportunities. And then lastly, with Goya, our goal is to implement something called parish partners or youth ambassadors. Believe it or not, we have 4 high school students that are non-Orthodox currently this year enrolled in high school, Sunday school, which is a beautiful thing. And if we could have parish partners in our youth programs that reach out to those students, invite them to come to different events that we have, invite them to church and different services, similar to how our students do that with other things that they do at school, right? They invite them to games all the time. They should be doing that at church. So to implement a parish sort of partner program within our Goyans, so they can be checking in on those students and make them feel part of this community. Other ideas is Parent University. You might have seen an email about that. Please attend. Parent University is going to be run by yours truly. But that's an opportunity to teach our parish more about this youth stewardship program and then get your involvement as parent guardians to help facilitate this program. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, so the overall goal, the reason why we're doing this. Again, if our mission and vision as a parish is that all should be saved and come to the knowledge of the truth, that includes our youth and young adults. That's, I think, especially including our youth and young adults. They are the current generation, and they are full members of the church. Not when they reach a certain age, not when they reach a certain level of maturity, but from the moment that they're baptized, they're full members of the church. So as a parish, it's important that we view them in that way, and we empower them in that way, and that they start to view themselves in that way. So that's it. Sorry, I'm so nervous.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Pete Nassos, and I am the Stewardship Co-Chairman with Ellie Koulis. And I've been here, believe it or not, almost 40 years. I came here in 1985, so I've been here. My kids have grown up here. My grandchildren are here. So St. Athanasius has been an active component in our life since we moved here in 1985. I would like to thank Brian and Voula for their inspiring words that talks about your generosity, and I'm very excited about the Youth Stewardship Program. We became aware of this at St. George. I sit on a committee within the metropolis, and we talk about various aspects of stewardship. And St. George talked about their Youth Stewardship Program. You know, and there's no reason to reinvent everything. We're taking a lot of their materials, we're going to bring it here. They've gotten their kids engaged, and it's a great program. I'm looking forward to it being deployed here at St. Athanasius. I'd also like to reiterate what Brian said. Thank you for your generous giving of your time, talents, and treasures to our beloved church. It is visible in every aspect of our church life. Forget about the financial side. It's your volunteerism. It's working at the festival. It's cleaning the church after Nassos and getting all of the wax off the chairs and tables and things. I saw my grandchildren do that a couple years ago. It is people just reaching out and helping each other, going to Hesed House and serving meals. Again, it is evident in every aspect of our church life. And as Brian said, our generosity helps those not only within this community, but throughout the communities that we live in. Getting to the financial side, because of your generosity, we have met our 2024 stewardship goal. Thank you. I'd like to share a couple things with you, the definitions of stewardship and generosity as provided by the Chicago metropolis. Stewardship. Stewardship is our grateful and loving response to God's love, grace, and gifts to us. It is our personal commitment to God and His church to ensure its vitality and continuous growth by joyfully and sacrificially offering our time, talents, and treasures that we received from Him. Stewardship puts our faith in action and demonstrates our trust in God. Generosity. Generosity reflects the gratitude we have to God for the gifts He has given us. It is not just about the money, it is the generosity of volunteerism and dedicating our time and talents. That message resonates with what the Father talked about during his sermon and the gospel he gave us today. But it talks about our gratitude to God for the gifts He has given us. In conclusion, thank you to those who have made their 2024 commitment. It is greatly appreciated. Please work hard to get that fulfilled by the end of the year. That's my pitch, to get that taken care of. And for those who have not made their commitment this year yet, please do so. In November of this year, we will be rolling out our 2025 stewardship campaign. If you'd like to help us, please do. We want all the help we can get. We want people's ideas. And like Voula talked about, we focus a lot on education and communication to teach us the basics of stewardship so that we can apply those in our everyday life. Thank you again for your generosity. And as Ellie Kula says, it is endless. Your generosity goes from day to day to day. And I think back to the founders of this church, their generosity to start this parish, build this parish, and I've seen many of them work hard here, and we need to continue that in our church. So please join us in St. Matthew Hall for fellowship and a celebration of our faith and commitment to our beloved St. Athanasius. Thank you again.
Again, I'd like to thank our three speakers, Brian and Voula and Pete, for their commitment to our parish and for their example of their stewardship of time, talent, and treasure, giving up a great deal to serve our community and to build up the stewardship ministry within our church. So I want to thank them. And also, as we've said, to thank all of you. It is, as I said at the end of my sermon, it is through your stewardship and your gracious giving of time, talent, and treasure, the ministries of the church and the glory of the God is possible. If God truly desires that all to be saved and come to the knowledge of truth, as St. Paul says, and if we are to be, as St. Paul again says, co-workers with the Lord, then we must work with Him through the gifts that He has given us to build up the glory of His kingdom and to bring not only ourselves, our friends, and our family, but those around the world to know and experience God's love and mercy, and that is expressed through the ministries of the church. So I thank you for that.